We're back for some more story times, and I am armed with my battle axe just in case things get a little unruly. Now listen, we're talking a little bit about some of my travels and some of my experiences that might be interesting to you all. This last, for whatever reason, I have not gone to Asia as much as I've gone to Europe. Back in the day when I was doing a bunch of traveling for Fender, I only did one like all over Asia trip. And I've only been to Japan a couple of times. So it's been an unharvested market, as it were. I've gone to Australia for every year for the last 10 years or so. But this past October, so October or November is it, of 2016, I went to Japan on behalf of Fishman to perform at a trade show in the Tokyo area. And we were playing in the booth that was actually the Martin distributor, which is Kurosawa, which apparently they own several stores throughout Japan. And so this is the first time I'd really been playing in the Tokyo area in really ever. So I was very excited to go, and I was gratified to know that people actually knew who I was and cared. That's always a good sign. And when I showed up at the booth, there was a young Japanese gentleman that worked for Kurosawa, and he was playing a guitar, and he started busting into a bunch of my songs, which was, I got to tell you, a little weird. He's playing a little bit of Night Owl Now, and then he went into a little bit of Spank It, I think, and it was very, very cool. So I was like, wow, that's wild. And then for my shows that I would do there, people were showing up and they were fans. But my favorite is that at one point Larry Fishman and I and Jason Cambra, who's the CFO of Fishman, we break from the trade show for a little bit and go into this other area where there's all these different restaurants and cafeterias and such. And we're going through the line, and when we get to the beverage area, there's this young Japanese gal, I'd say she was 20 something. And she looks at me and she goes, "Are you Greg Koch?" And I said, "Yes." She goes, "I'm a very big fan of your music." And Larry was right there, and Jason. They're like, "What?" I was like, It's almost like I put her up to it, but I didn't. So it was like, hey, this is exciting in some ways. One, that I'm in Japan and someone, random person in a restaurant is a fan of my music, and she's female, which is always a good thing. He's like, only dudes like your music. Sorry. It's not just dudes, naysayers. Wow. Did I just say that? I think I did. So that was a glorious experience. So I look forward to returning to Japan. There's some talk of going back there and doing stuff. And then I met a gentleman there who was a friend of a friend who lives over there and is a booking agent. So I'm hoping to go over there and do some proper gigs as well as some clinics over there in the near future, which will be awesome. So stay tuned, Japan. I'm coming.